I'm Caroline Gentry, I'm editor of Engerati, and I'm here at Utility Week Live with Sarah Merrick, who's CEO and founder of Ripple, which is a wind energy company. Hi. Can you tell me what's different about Ripple compared to other wind energy companies?
So Ripple, for the first time ever, it links large-scale ownership with domestic tariffs. So it means that an individual householder can own a tiny, tiny bit of a large-scale clean energy asset and have the electricity that it generates supplied directly to their home. So previously you've had sort of maybe a green bond to fund a wind farm, or you've had green tariffs. We basically put the two together.
Okay. And how is the electricity business model changing? Is that a reflection of the changes? And to what extent do you think digitalisation is helping that?
So I think everything's changing in energy, and I think that obviously the shift to renewables, you can't own a bit of a coal station or a bit of a gas station, but you can own a bit of a wind farm or a large-scale solar park. Mm-hmm. So when you couple that with digitalisation, it means that consumers can just be put in charge of the whole value chain instead of just sitting at the end and picking up the tab, whatever that tab is. So once you link in smart meters and you've got potentially smart EV charging, smart appliances in the home, what we hope to do is have our customers' consumption patterns start to reflect the varying output of the wind farm, and then that can help balance the grid out, and it can help make the generation, well, the impact of the wind farm on the grid a lot more sort of secure, really.
Okay, so it's a bit more of a two-way process than we had previously.
Exactly, okay. Yeah.
And how are you using the new digital tools that are available, and what sort of applications do you think there might be in the future?
So we're building a completely new platform ourselves, and it's all going to be built in-house. And so it's a clean energy ownership platform, and that will enable people to sign up via our website to say, I want to own 1,280 watts of this wind farm, and then they join a membership co-op, and then basically our systems then just enable them us to calculate exactly how much they need to save off their electricity bill, because their supplier is getting the electricity at the operating cost of the wind farm instead of the wholesale electricity price. So it means that you can get far more sort of granularity in terms of people's bills, and it's possible to use digitalisation to just get far more granularity, which ultimately can then create sort of new signals for customers to respond to. And so it's sort of when we build in digitalisation with decarbonisation and democratisation, mm-hmm. That's when the really, really exciting stuff happens, essentially.
Okay, great. And what do you think the UK or the regulatory framework can do to sort of facilitate greater renewables deployment? Because I know they've done a good job so far, haven't they?
Yes, I mean, I think at the moment offshore wind's doing great, and there's a lot of obviously a lot of government support for offshore wind. Onshore wind, ironically, is the UK's cheapest source of electricity, but it's very, very hard to get new projects through the planning regime, particularly in England. So I think the biggest thing that the government can do to enable more renewables to come on is to significantly address what's going on in the planning regime in England, to enable more projects to come through, but also for those projects to be able to use the very, very latest and lowest cost wind turbine technology.
Okay, great. And does Ripple have any plans for the immediate future? You know, how are things going?
So at the moment we're crowdfunding. So that's we've got a few weeks left of that, and then we plan to launch our first pilot project. So we launched the platform with a pilot project in September time, and then we want to launch a large full-scale project, so around sort of 20 megawatts in early 2020. So we've got huge plans for the next 12 months.
Great. Well, it's really good to see you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.